It's been a little while, but we are back with more Brewers March to October. And since it's been a little while, it's been about a week, a little over a week. Let's just, quick recap what happened in the last episode. We took over first place, finally. Won a big game against the Cubs, and that vaulted us over the Cardinals to take first. Gotta build on this lead, though. It's only a half game. We are projected to get 95 wins at this point, though, which would be a 4-game lead, but we gotta actually get there. We debuted Segura, or I guess not debut because it was his Brewers return. So we got our player lock with him, only got 1+. But then the other big thing that happened in the episode is we had yet another minor leaguer get called up, get a major boost, and now is going to be playing a big role on the team, and that's Tyrone Taylor. He went from a 73 overall all the way up to a 78, so I hate to say it because I'm a Lorenzo Cain guy, but he's going to move Lorenzo Cain to the bench. I mean, it's March to October is all about, getting the best players you can on the field and trying to win games. And it's a 5 overall difference. You kind of can't argue against it. And he's already making a bit of an impact here, batting .364, slugging .636 in his first 9 games. So hopefully he can keep that up, because if he can, then we've just covered another position that we don't need to worry about when it comes time to make a trade. Now we could focus on maybe replacing somebody else, like maybe even Avi. I mean, we could still have our focus be on an outfielder. Not that Avi's really a bad looking player, but you could get a higher overall guy in here, and he's not playing bad, but you could get a guy in who'd play better. I know in real life he's going off this year, but not so much in the game. And I mean, he's really the lowest overall I'd care to replace, because Hira's also a 74, but come on. Look at what he's doing on the year. You can't just take that out of the lineup. But having too many good players is always the best problem you can have on a baseball team. There are much worse problems you could have. We gotta get into this game here, though. We gotta do some work to keep our division lead. We got a 3-1 deficit to face against the Pirates, but we are gonna have the bases loaded and nobody out. So we gotta at least tie this game here in the 8th. Alright, well, right off the bat, it's Lorenzo Cain up. Don't know why he's in the lineup. Or it's probably because I had just changed the lineup before it would have taken effect for this game here. And of course, he's 2 for 3. Don't have much speed out there right now. So if I do hit a single, it might be a station-to-station situation. Uh-oh, no. Run, Cain! Oh, that is such a me thing to do right out of the gates. I feel like whenever I get plopped into a situation with runners on, I can never produce. I mean, we got 1 run driven in, but that's not what you want. And Tyrone Taylor is gonna wait, run this out, man. Why are we so slow? They tried to hand me a chance, and we still didn't take it. I'm gonna go to Chafin here, try and keep this deficit where it's at. I cannot believe how bad that was. That swing with Tyrone Taylor wasn't even that bad, but it's just the fact that I swung first pitch and didn't do anything with it. That's great. That is just beautiful. That would have probably tied the game for me one way or another if I got that kind of hit. Alright, froze him somehow on that slider, the worst pitch I threw of the at-bat. Gotta turn this. Thank you. Alright, let's do something here, man. They're bringing in Richard Rodriguez. I feel like when I've faced him before in this March to October, I've done pretty well. And we do have Vogelback available off the bench, so let's tie this game up with him and then go from there. No, what am I doing? That would have been way early even if it was the fastball right down the middle that I thought it was. Man, I worked it from an 0-2 count back to a 3-2 count, and I'm thinking there's no way he throws me a ball, so I was just selling out for the fastball right down the middle. And now that's a pitch I can't miss. Oh man, sometimes the slump just hits in March to October, and I just feel helpless against this legend CPU. And a weak grounder from Segura on a decent swing. That's not good. That's not a game I should lose. I know we're only getting one snowflake out of it, but it's against the Pirates. We had bases loaded with nobody out. One base hit at any point in the 8th inning, and I probably would have at least tied the game and we could have kept going, but no. Alright, well, let's see what kind of damage that does here. It's gonna flip our momentum, but that shouldn't really affect a game at all. So what do we got? What do we got on no momentum? Just losing? Just a bunch of losing? We can't win without the fireballs? Come on. We're a good team. Why can we not win without momentum affecting it? And we had to have such a long simulation there. I think we went 1-8 in those simulations. 9 games simulated without playing one. And now it's gonna tell me I got 4 stars at the half, because we only got 6 more wins than expected. I feel like normally don't I get 4.5? So we're not looking good here. What kind of garbage situation are we going to be looking at here? Pin a loss on a division rival. It's 2-2 in the 7th, and now we're 4 games back. Everything we did to finally take the division lead, just all for nothing. Back to 4 games behind. Well, hey, all we can do is go back out and try and win the next one. Got to face against the Reds here. 2-2 game, top 7. We got a runner on first, so we're probably going to ground into a double play, but we'll go from there. Okay, no double play yet. Now we got 2 on for Yelich against a righty. Okay, this might be fine. Okay, 3-2 count again. I'd be fine with another walk. Alright, and there it is, another walk. I mean, maybe best case scenario. Don't even let me swing the bat, and then I can't mess it up. Alright, now we're just in the same situation as last game. Bases loaded, nobody out. Oh, that got through! Alright, I thought that was going to be the double play, but the chopper got over Votto's diving glove and we're on the board. Well, we're on the board more. And now we still have bases loaded, nobody out. I feel better now with the lead, though, I will say. Oh, is that going to be deep in? Oh, yeah, that's definitely deep enough. That's way deep enough. That's almost leaving. Wow. Off the bat, I literally thought that was a shallow pop-up to right. Alright, good job out of Omar then. Would have liked to put a little bit better of a swing on it if it was going to carry like that. And Shaw, that one gets through. That was huge. That honestly might be the biggest swing for me. Get us out to that 3-run lead. Still only 1 out. And Avi, that's not going to drop in. That's not. We're not that lucky. Wow, alright. 3 straight sliders that at bat. I couldn't time up a single one. But we got our 5 runs now. 3-run lead. We've got an insane back end of the bullpen. Feeling good. Alright, you know what? I was going to bring in Chafin, but Perdomo's already in the game with plenty of energy. He's only thrown 8 pitches. So we'll just use him as our lefty for now. Come on. There we go. Good job, Perdomo. Oh, and he's using his lankiness out there on the mound. Man, and that is back-to-back 8-pitch innings for Angel Perdomo. Alright, and Vogelback's drawing the walk off the bench. They're too scared of him. I would be too. Wong, okay, well. We waited an inning for the double play. Man, that wasn't even that bad of a swing on a pretty bad pitch. Oh man, that slider, that's tough. When you're sitting on a 97, 98 mile an hour sinker and then he throws that. Alright, Williams then Hader, the winning formula. Can't believe it said he's only pitched 18 innings. Like, does the CPU use him at all? I feel like I've used him for 18 innings. Alright, changeup gets the... Shaw, not now. You're not a bad fielder. You got the silver fielding. It's routine. Oh, wait. Oh, we're good. Okay. That'll work. Change up low and away. Keep it 5-2. We got another inning to put up some runs. If we don't, we'll see Hader. If we do, I don't know. Yelich, that's beating the shift. I didn't think that was a good swing at first, but that was kind of perfect. Oh, I thought I hit that better. I knew I timed it up right. I didn't quite get the PCI there. That was a good at bat, though. That was like a 10 pitch at bat. Omar, yeah, he's not doing much lefty. All right, come on, man, Shaw. I know you're kind of the same way, but let's cash in. Base hit. All right, I'll take a 4-pitch walk. Move it to the next guy to try and cash him in. This is a better matchup. Avi, he does cash in. Can't miss that if he's going to throw that. Wait, let's move up here. Wild throw coming in all the way to the fence. Ah, smart. You know what? I'm going to be honest. The plan was if I scored, I was just going to leave Devin Williams in the game. And even though we got bases loaded with a chance to add more, they brought in a righty. We don't have any good matchups to bring in against a righty. And if we do, that just means I can't use Williams. So honestly, man, let's just let Williams hit. See what happens. If nothing happens, we have him pitching with a 4-run lead, which I'm more than comfortable with. Oh, man. He hit that ball pretty well for having 0 contact, 0 power. All right, well, now we just sit him down. Williams, don't make me look stupid for not taking you out. Good start, great start actually. 1 pitch, 1 out. Nice cutter there. It's like a changeup almost. And then the grounder from Moose. Segura's got that. Nice. Needed that win. After dropping all those games, we needed that win. Alright, well, the commentators made a point to talk about the trade deadline, so there's a very good chance that we get another trade opportunity here before our next game. I feel like that's usually a bit of foreshadowing when they're talking about it. Oh, and here's more foreshadowing. Trade deadline's fast approaching. I think I'm good. Yep, those positions look fine. I'd still take an outfielder if we can get one. And then, you know, what we talked about, if we can still get Story. Wong can move to center. Still good with these 4 pretty ambitious targets. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on here. See if we get one to pop up. There it is. Whoa. Right out of the gates with some heat. My God, Jose Ramirez? I mean, I don't see how I can turn this one down. Look at what we're trading away. That's nothing. 3 minor leaguers. The Cubs are going to have to put together a pretty nice offer here to get me to not trade for Jose Ramirez. But we do know what the Cubs traded away in real life, so there is a chance. Let's see. Let's move on to the next one here. From the Cubs, it's Baez. I kind of saw that coming. I figured that's who it would be. Oh, man, though. Who's better? Who's better to take? All right, if we just... I'm not even going to look at the third guy yet, because if we just look at the rating wheel, just the eye test here, Baez is 3 overall less than Jose, but look at it. Look at how the wheel changes. Jose's got way less fielding. And the hitting? Is it even all that better than Baez? I mean, he's got the vision, which when you play the game doesn't really matter a whole lot. And I mean, yeah, both contacts and power versus righties are higher. And Baez with that fielding, I don't know, man. I might. What's this third option? It's Chris. What? What is this? Chris Bryant. All right. So what are we giving up? What would we have to give up for all these? We'd have to give up nothing for Jose, nothing but minor leaguers. So what would that mean? That would mean someone would get sent down automatically, and it would probably be, well, it would either be Urias, Robertson, or Vogelback. They're all 71s right now, and I think it would be random. I don't think we would get a say in who got sent down. But if we get Jose, what would probably happen, I can already tell I'm going to spend way too much time talking about this. I'll try and keep it as short as possible. But what would happen if we got Jose Ramirez? Against righties, he'd probably play second base, and we'd move Wong to center, move Tyrone Taylor to right, and probably sit Avi. And against lefties, we'd probably put Jose at third. Shaw would go to the bench. And then Urias would play second, Wong to the outfield. Or maybe Wong just to the bench, because I don't know if we'd want to sit down Avi or Taylor against a lefty. What about Baez? If we move for Baez here, he may as well just go straight to center. We can move Tyrone Taylor to right, bench Avi, and then we don't have to worry about who's getting sent down because in the package is Robertson. We add Javi, he would go to center, Taylor would go to right, Garcia goes to the bench, probably both against righties and lefties, or we'd have to see, but Baez is definitely playing against lefties. And then Bryant, just face value, I think this is probably the least of the three trades I'm interested in, because I mean, he does have the positional versatility, but not at middle infield. He can play the outfield. He could, I mean, we could put him in center, but he would go down to common fielding, which would not be fun. He would do that in any of his secondary positions. We'd be getting rid of Topa, so we'd lose a bullpen arm, but that's not even that bad. I mean, he's been decent, but not anything that I wouldn't be like afraid of getting rid of. And then also D and Tristan. But what could we do with Bryant if we got him on the team? All right, well, to probably preserve the best fielding I could, if we got Bryant, I'd probably put him at third against righties. We could move Shaw to second and Wong to the outfield. And then against lefties, I think I would actually just put Bryant in straight for Keston Hiura, because Keston, he's not that great against lefties. I don't know what his actual statistical splits are, but 55 contact and power against lefties, so we could just put Bryant straight in at first. Man, this is tough, because I like playing with Bryant. Like, I feel like I swing the bat well with Bryant. I swing the bat well too with Jose Ramirez. What about the seasons everyone's having? Like the actual season, because their actual numbers that actually might matter a little bit more than like attributes or whatever, because they probably would trend the same direction they already were, and Jose is not playing well. 231 average, 330 on base, only the 12 homers. Yeah, he's not having that great of a year. Javi, he's batting almost 300. He's got his highest career batting average going right now. 21 bombs, strikes out a lot and doesn't walk much. A pretty similar on base to Jose, but he's got a lot more slugging potential, or I guess not potential, but he's hitting for more power. All right, and then what about Bryant? What kind of season's he having? Batting 281, 15 bombs, getting on base a lot though. I still can't get over Bryant's fielding. I feel like with the other options we have, there's no reason to take a hit to fielding. I gotta be honest, I'm leaning towards Baez, which might not be the smartest move because I know I hit well with Jose Ramirez and his swing. Same thing for Bryant, but I'm not really used to Baez's swing. But like, everything's pointing that he's the best, in my opinion. He's got the crazy high fielding. He's not really a worse hitter. I mean, like we already went over between these two, there's not much of a difference there besides the switch hitting too. But then between Bryant and Baez, against righties they're about the same, and against lefties, I mean, Bryant's got the contact, but Baez with the power and still pretty high contact. Man, this is another situation where I wish I could just like end the episode here, get your guys' input, and then make my decision in the start of the next episode. But I can't do that. If I back out, that declines a trade, and I don't want that. You know what? I think I'm gonna go Baez. My gut is telling me Baez is the right move. We won't lose anything to fielding. He's got great hitting. He's having debatably the best season of the three players so far. And also with who we're trading away, the person I would prefer to send down is Daniel Robertson, and we wouldn't even have to hope that he's the one that gets sent down between him, Vogelback, and Urias, because he would just get traded away. So you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to lock it in. Javier Baez is going to be joining the Milwaukee Brewers. Everybody cross your fingers that this is the right move of the three. Even if you disagree with it, just hope and pray for me that this move is the right move out of the three. Lock it in, hit yes, and there he is. Javi Baez in a Brewers uniform. Oh man, all right, let's hope that was the right move. I feel good about it. My gut feels good about it. We gotta do a player lock with him to get him a nice boost for the rest of the year, but you probably saw it coming. We're going to save that for the next one. It just feels like it makes sense to save that for the next episode. So we gained back a little bit of ground on the Cardinals, back to 2.5 back, both projected at 91 wins. But we just made our huge move. hopefully that tips the scales. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Depending on how much of my self-debate I left in for the trade, this might be a shorter episode, I don't know. But we'll start the next one with Javi's debut on the Brewers, and we're gonna make a push here. We're taking this division, man. It's not even gonna be close. But anyways, make sure you guys leave a like on this one if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more Brewers March to October as we get closer and closer to the finish. But guys, thank you all for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.